we've loaded our workload up with 10 songs to record. Obviously, we're not going to record all of them in every part in 4 days in Forestburg. It's impossible. It is full day number 2 of Yesterday Night 5, and we recorded 10 songs in 2 days, guys. Come on.
Wow.
Come on.
Yep.
Never done anything like this before. More songs than ever. Even last year we had 7 real songs with an acoustic. This is 10 full songs of guitars and bass and drums in 2 days. So I think we're pretty proud of that. Great trip so far. We got the fire. Paul, thoughts?
We're having a lot of fun.
Kevin, thoughts?
Best trip yet, and the best album yet.
Carl, thoughts?
Yeah, I'm loving every single song. There's nothing I'm nervous about. Everything I'm excited for. Every just a song comes on, I'm more excited.
Yeah, but we have a whole lot of vocal work to do and finishing touches. So like the songs are far from done. We all know that.
Yeah.
But like the fact that like this portion is kind of the monkeys off the back, guys, it's a big deal. Let's go.
Good job.
Forestburg 5. Everyone is alive.
We're coming for you. We're coming for you. That's the amount of work that we did.
Unbelievable.
All right.
So, through 2 days, we got through 10 instrumental tracks. Currently, we're batting through words, phrasing, lyrics, challenge, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, but I think we have a nice amount of words to choose from, and we're like spreading it out to the songs that we have.
We have a chorus idea for Missing in Action,
Yeah, something that can work.
but I don't know if there's a verse.
I do have a kind of an idea that I sang in the demo.
Oh, that's right. So we could do that.
So we can start with that and
That
see
song
if it
might
works.
be easy to kind of throw together quickly.
Just modify the words, a little bit. Should be fine. It's just 10 songs. We recorded 2 guitars and bass on 10 songs. That's a lot. Go back and forth. Plus we have to eat and break and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think the days didn't go super. Like I think we started earlier every day this week, like pretty good for timing wise. But like we worked, but we didn't like stress, and just the days were long, but a lot got done. So it didn't feel forced, at least.
Exactly. I agree. It didn't feel forced.
Well, originally 6/8 was my favorite, but I really got to love corduroy after learning it.
Really?
Recording it is a lot of fun.
It's a lot.
Very complex.
And listen, I don't want to mince words. I think that bass line you came up with might be top 3.
Kevin shined the most on these recording sessions. I don't know what you started doing differently in your life, my friend, but I've never seen you so into the songs and prepared and knowing your notes and being in the pocket. Bro, I think it was the beard. I think Kevin's beard is what was the game changer on this trip.
Lyrics, he's officially full bodied.
I made it a point that this year I have to I got to step up. I got.
Not that you were low before.
I always, as a bass player, and you always feel like you're just like filling in the little gaps. But I wanted to bring something bigger and be at the practices, which is probably the biggest thing that gave me the confidence coming in.
They're important.
It's like knowing the song already, and
not that you never went before. It's just that this year you're like, I'm not missing one.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was a big part of it.
I want to always be there and be a part of the whole process instead of just coming in at the end and frantically trying to learn the songs.
As you see here, we have southwesterly winds pushing to the east, and that'll cause a front.
Verse part.
Oh boy, these songs sound so good.
Like I said, the hurricane should be gone.
Easterly winds.
It could be gone.
These songs sound ridiculous. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and today's Sunday. Those days don't even feel like they happened. I mean, I feel like Paul said it as we were leaving. I feel like I was just setting up my drum set when we got there in the middle of the day on Wednesday.
Everyone's very proud of the work they did. Great job to everybody. Everyone came prepared. Business and pleasure both occurred. It was great.
Okay, Friday, April 5th, 2024. We had an earthquake today in New Jersey, 4.8 magnitude. I am basically at the point of kind of final mixes and tweaks. I'm making lists of what I'm hearing in the songs as far as fixes that have to happen, and then kind of going back and making edits, listening back, trying to make sure it's not at the right volume. The good news is that of the 6 new songs that we came up with, all of them have lyrics and vocals at least recorded for like a trial take. I do hear a good amount of things in the lyrics that I want to clean up.
And redoing the old songs was the most fun. Just reliving that. And I think they sound so much better now.
Well, this year will probably make you go back to the original songs because they're all there.
They're all there.
And repurposed, and it sounds so. Not that it
Yeah.
didn't sound good. We didn't have the technology then,
Yeah.
but now we have better equipment, and you can see the.
Where Dust Lies is sounding pretty good.
Yeah, that was my least favorite song. And that was one of my favorite ones. What do you think kept you from putting the layering that we put in this year with the old songs?
I mean, we didn't
Did
have
not
time.
even
If
think
you
about
remember, we didn't have time, right? I mean, we got here on a Wednesday night, and we literally on Sunday morning shook hands and said, "These are the 4 songs." Like literally, I think the concept of this trip has changed, right? The first year, it was like, let's see if we write one song that's worth recording. Like, not that we didn't expect 4, but we said, hey, if we can get one that we can just do, and we're up to 10 with pre-work and post-work, which is awesome over 5 years, right? But when you let that time and those notes and everything kind of fester and sit, then you get to kind of, at least for me, I get in my brain to be able to do these kind of exercises in order to say, hey, what if something would fit over here? What if we would change that note there, or whatever the case is? So 5 years of just kind of chewing on it and not listening it too often, but just enough in order to keep it in our memory.
The whole redo process, the re-recording, just gave new breath of life to these songs, and it's what those songs deserved.
I'm really happy with the original 4 songs that we re-recorded. I think giving those 4 a proper production changes the whole thing. It's like I'm listening to them for the first time. But it's interesting that those songs were recorded 5 years ago, and those songs were all written and recorded as we were on the Forestburg trip. So to have them now with this new sound, it's almost like reliving that feeling of what it felt like to make them originally.
That's probably one of the benefits of writing your own songs. You can go back and fix them. Like if you're listening to a song from a band you don't like it, and you think that there's something you do differently, you can't change that. But when you did your own work, you know what, I could probably add something. And I didn't think about it before, but
yeah, I don't think we had the shot to do it before. You know what I mean? I mean, it was so old school with how we were recording things too, which we've grown. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
We are officially in the final stretch. I'm sitting here at my desk. We're doing final mixes. We're gonna get together one more time and review everything so we can get an audible listen to it. But we've got a total of 11 tracks, more tracks than fingers. 45 minutes of music, and I'm very excited now. It always goes through this roller coaster of emotions of mixing, where I get to a point where I'm mixing until my ears are probably going deaf to the nuances of the different sounds. But now all of a sudden you come out of it, and it's just like, oh, okay, you just gotta make these little tweaks here, and there. And we've got an 11-song album, so I'm very excited.
At times there was tumult, difficulties, back and forth. It's part of the process.
All year round, submitting videos, ideas, and slowly putting them all together. We were able to meet at each other's houses and do some recordings so that we're more prepared and a little bit easier on the actual trip.
What are we doing today?
Well, right now we're just sitting around in the sun, and then we had the nice hot dogs from the market.
What are we doing today?
You are relaxing.
We're relaxing.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, not repair. I had zero prep time. I mean, if you need anything else, send me a text or whatever the case is. I'm actually kind of walking into a concert now.
What are we doing today? What are we doing today?
You can't answer the same question. Kevin gets upset about that. We are listening to the whole album that's already been loaded, but has not been actually dropped on the streaming services. So we literally cannot do anything to the songs. They are done, they are packaged, and they are sent.
Today is Sunday, June 30th, and the path before you is officially complete. What do you think of the album title?
We're going over all the songs
They are a
to get our feelings on it. The complete thing that's going to be released very soon.
Yeah, you know, everyone thinks you are.
This is the best stuff we've done ever. I couldn't be prouder of it. The way it sounds, or everyone's contributions, my personal achievements I was striving for.
Good vibes. I think the four of us this year probably just kind of had more fun together than ever before, with a little bit more of a feeling of security in life, with some changes and things like that that we've all gone through recently. For example, here, I've moved, Paul's moved. I think it was a cathartic experience, like it is every year.
That's kind of the word that I think about when I think about this trip is connection. We were saying the whole time we were there is, why is this so easy? It's because we've been together so long and we've been playing and we're in tune with each other, and we put together a fantastic album.
I had some difficulties with a couple of songs coming up with lyrics and vocal parts. But all in all, every single song that we came up with, the 7 new ones, 6 or 7 new songs that we came up with this year, once again, are a time capsule of where we were at in life and as a band. And you can hear the cohesiveness, I think. I think that the contributions from everybody are more audible and better than ever before.
Long Ball Larry. Yeah, it's a similar tuning. And it's, you know what Long Ball Larry is, right?
Which one is that?
That's Long Before Long, but he goes it long because from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yeah.
Officially, that's what
It's Long Before Long.
Yeah, I know, but we're calling it Long Ball Larry.
No.
I'm very, very, very proud of this batch of music. I think it's the hardest we've worked on anything so far, because we all wanted to make it perfect. It was our 5th time doing this.
Just to all 3 of my bandmates, thank you for everything that you have put into this last year in this project, because we're only getting better, we're only becoming more cohesive, and it's an exciting time to be doing this together.
And by now, we just wanted it to sound like real production. And the fact that we were able to get pretty close to that with just recording drums here in my basement, recording guitars at each other's houses and on our trip. I'm getting better with using Logic Pro for mixing and using all the tools that it has there.
I think last year something we learned was that we don't have to get everything done. Carl and I had that conversation, and it feels weird for me, and he's kind of complacent with it, where he's like, all right, yeah, like, listen, the way that last year went, at this point, we're not writing every word, every syllable.
You gotta come to grips with it. You got 4 days.
Yeah, you kind of gotta let it go the old way we did the trip to the new way that we're doing the trips.
What was different this time around? I would say what was different for me this time around is that we really took our time. And I think the songs this year, more than ever before, the songs have audible layers on guitar work. Paul came up with a lot of ideas to bury some other guitar parts, and you can only really hear them if you're listening for them. And I think that was fantastic.
I feel like there's some of the songs we put on, we play them well, but maybe it's not our sound. So then do we make an album that's all songs that are definitely our sound. You try to hone a sound.
In the past, we've talked about what is our sound? What is Yesterday Night? What do we represent? And I think this year we made a Yesterday Night album because we know what we sound like now. We know what our influences are. We know what our strong suits are. And we kind of figured all that out in a way that really works on some catchy songs, aggressive songs, fun songs.
Man, it'd be really cool one day to hear us on a CD at a time, right? Or on a streaming platform. Or can you imagine if we wrote an album, right? Those were fantasy, and it's become a reality, and it's just crazy to think about. We've always been friends, and we've always associated and hung out with each other on a regular basis, and it's just so crazy to think that 5-6 years ago, this wasn't even a thing. This is Paul, guitar player, and
My name's Kevin, and I play the bass.
thoughts in regards to how it came out.
There's nothing bad about it. Well, I had 2 lyrics that I wrote for the first time, trying it out, and they both made it.
Both made the cut, baby.
Have you adapted to the tambourine yet? You had trouble.
I had trouble with the tambourine. Yeah, it fits. It fits. I just feel like we've done it once before, and it was it's a bit powerful.
So yesterday night, 50%. We went to a concert tonight. We saw the Callous Cowboys.
Carl and I just chilling, like we're like, man, this is amazing. Like it's nothing.
Yeah, no big deal.
Like it's not a big deal. Obviously.
We were the oldest dudes there, man. And significantly. I mean, these were people in their late teens and 20s.
Yeah, there was like one guy that was probably the closest to us was like 28.
But it also made me think about the generational shift in our tone of our songs now. I think we're all starting to feel like we want to shift gears a little bit and make a little bit more our agey type music, right?
Yeah.
People's perception
What's
about what we're
recording
doing here.
there?
What's that?
What's this?
What's that?
This.
That's just what happens when, like,
4 people are writing music.
yeah. Well, no, when the 4 of us get together because of the different styles, that's just what comes out.
What do you think the future of Yesterday Night is going to sound like?
A lot like Not Tonight and songs like that, I think.
You think so? More of the
Yeah.
hard rock vibe, hard
Yeah.
rock edge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not scared to get a little soft.
No, I'm not scared at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to make music that says, hello, 40s. This is going to feel good.
I myself am very proud of the effort as well. I was very doubtful. You will hear in the other recap videos that I had a lot of doubts throughout this one for some reason. I don't know if it was, I don't know what it was.
Yeah, what's going on behind you?
Paul's having a work conversation. It's Sunday. We're going to a Baroness concert. We're supposed to have
You're
a
not
nice
wearing a watch,
time.
though.
Let's have a nice time. And he's to deal with that.
Yeah.
So I would say whenever
Yeah, it's the Capella
I
Festival.
tell people to do these on quarterly days.
I think this year I think a lot of the aggression stuff was taken out. Like we don't have to write this
All right, sorry,
super
let's go.
metal stuff. Let's just write some good rock songs. And it was a little more straightforward, and so I feel like we didn't have to be extreme.
Paul, how is this year different than last year?
How is this year different than last year?
Last year's a story of life.
I heard what Carl was saying a little bit. Hello. So I think, yeah, we have given into a little bit of the rock sensibility, and I'm okay with it. We've written very diverse songs. We brought old, heavy songs, new, lighter songs, combination. I think we're writing some of the best music of our lives.
Cause that's where I come from. And they thought I was bluffing. I said I'd make $1 million. Instead I made a few of those. Private jets, yeah, I flew in those. That flows, rich cold in the newest roads. Maneuvering through potholes in the route I chose.
One thing I'd like to see is Yesterday Night do a live performance somewhere. We talked about it at length over some text and voice memos, but I think that's the next bucket list for the band. And I was even talking to some of my family, and my sister-in-law was like, yeah, you guys have not played together yet in front of people. You guys have to do that. So
Live performances.
Oh, 100%.
What I
I've already been emailing some people, just put some feelers out there. We will be playing live. It's just a matter of when and
Preparation.
where and preparation and stuff like that. But it's gonna happen. And we can be nervous and play with our hair, but we're gonna kill it anywhere.
I think we'd get support if we did a small place. So that is going to be my goal.
So I'm really excited to put a bow on everything and get all the music out there, even if it's just us listening to it, to put a stamp on it and say that's what we did in 2024 on the 5th go around of making music together.
And I almost feel like we raised our bar last year, and I feel like we met it, pushed it up a little bit. So I think a lot of the fears that maybe we had going into this year were all quieted.
It's been a great time, and I can't wait to continue doing this.
I'm positive that we've written some really awesome songs. Hopefully all our friends and family have felt the same way. Feedback's been varied, but relatively positive. And if you haven't listened, I don't really care. It's for us.
What else? I think that's it.
Last note.
Five years ago, almost to the date, the four of us got together to see a concert. We grabbed a beer beforehand at Lost Tavern in Bethlehem, PA. And for like the millionth time, as we're having a beer, we're saying, oh, we should get together and jam. We should make music again. We should play together. And instead of just letting it go and just never making a plan, we finally pulled out our calendars, picked a date. We rented a house in the middle of nowhere in Forestburg, New York, and we started writing and recording music. We thought it would be a one-off, but we just finished our 5th year, and we have 28 original songs. The album we just put out today is called The Path Before You. It's available on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music. We're really proud of it. We put a lot of work into it, and please give it a listen and share it if you like it.
Final words. We did it.